Forested wetland, an area characterized by woody vegetation taller than 20 feet where soil is at least periodically saturated or covered by water. Forester, a degree professional trained in forestry and forest management. In Maryland, all foresters must be registered with the state. Forestry, the science of tending woodlands. Forestry Incentives Program, a cost-sharing program that reimburses part of the cost landowners incur in completing certain forestry practices. Forestry extension, a system of inculcating knowledge, values, and skills relevant to the target group that individuals or groups may develop themselves and improve their environment. Farmers Class, an organized out-of-school classes designed to offer alternative solutions to problems identified by farmers. Field trips, a planned trip usually outside the community for farmers to see and witness certain improved practice successful projects. Group selection, a process of harvesting patches of trees to open the forest canopy and encourage the reproduction of uneven age stands. Habitat, the ecosystem in which a plant or animal lives and obtains food and water. Hardwoods, a general term encompassing broadleaf deciduous trees. Harvest, the cutting, felling, and gathering of forest timber. Herbaceous vegetation, low-growing, non-woody plants, including wildflowers and ferns in a forest understory. Hypsometer, any of any of several tools or instruments designed to measure the height of trees. The clinometer is such a tool. Industrial forester, a professional employed by a wood-use industry, usually a sawmill, who purchases timber from private woodland owners. Introduced species, a non-native species that was intentionally or unintentionally brought into an area by humans. IEC, Information Education Campaign. Logger, an individual who harvests timber for a living. Method demonstration, presentation of different procedures in accomplishing a given activity. Must, nuts and seeds, such as acorns, beech nuts, and chestnuts of trees that serve as food for wildlife. Niche, the physical and functional address of an organism within an ecosystem or where a living thing is found and what it does there. Non-game wildlife, wildlife species that are protected by state wildlife laws and cannot be hunted. Non-industrial private forest lands. forest land owned by a private individual, group, or corporation not involved in wood processing. Non-tidal wetlands. Wetlands not affected by ocean tides. Non-tidal wetlands are subject to special regulations. Old growth forests. A wooded area usually greater than 200 years of age that has never been altered or harvested by humans. Prospectus. A document that describes the location of a property, indicates trees marked for cutting, and states that the timber will be sold in accordance with a suitable contract.